Hi friends, welcome to Code World YouTube channel. My name is Basha. Here we have been discussing Python tutorial for beginners from scratch. In this video, we are going to discuss about exception handling. Remember, in the previous video, we discussed about recursion, right? And we discussed an example program that is factorial of number. Make sure you watch that video and come to this video. The link of that video is in description below and above iCard. Please check it out. In this video, about exception handling. See the agenda? What are exceptions and when exceptions occur? And list of some mostly encounter exceptions and try statement, except statement and finally statement. Okay? Before getting to the topic, a small request for you friends. If you learn something from this video, please support me. Please hit the red subscribe button and activate the bell icon to get notifications. Get into the video. First, what are exceptions and when exceptions occur? Exceptions are nothing but errors. Exceptions occur when something goes wrong due to incorrect code or input. See here, exclamation code. Okay, this is my sublime. For example, I take a variable and assign the value to 10 and I print another variable. For example, I take a is equal to 10 and I print b. Yeah, this is a mistake, right? So Python gives us name error. Name b is not defined. Okay, these are called exceptions. This is one type of exception. See the table? These are list of some mostly encountered exceptions. First, import error. An import error is occurred when an import fails. For example, I'll show you with example. I already discussed about modules in previous videos. For example, from math module, math import cube. There is no cube functionality in math module. For example, if I import like this, if I run this cube import error, right? Cannot import name cube from math. Next, index error. A list is indexed with an out of range number, then we got index error. I'll show you that also. For example, if I take a list or tuple, something like that. For example, I take a list L1. We already discussed about list in previous videos. Links are in description below. If you not watched that videos, please watch that videos. For example, I take variables like 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are index numbers, right? For example, I print L1 of 4. It is out of range, right? Then we got this index error. See here? Index error. List index out of range, right? This is index error. Next, name error. I'll just show you. If I take a variable a is equal to 10 and if I print another variable which is not defined, then we got name error. This is name error. Next, syntax error. The code cannot be paused properly. For example, if you miss any colons or any spelling mistakes, or if I miss anything like this, for example, hello, you print like this, right? For example, but if mistakenly if I miss this, see here, this gives syntax error, right? For example, if I am writing a if statement, if a is greater than 5, print a. Simple example. If I give like this, there is no error. If I miss this, then you encounter syntax error. If I make any spelling mistake, then you encounter syntax error, right? This is syntax error. Next, type error. A function is called on a value of an inappropriate type. See here, for example, if I give like this, 2 plus 2, type error. See here, type error can only concatenate strings to strings, not integers. We give 2 in double quotes and then this 2 become string and this 2 is integer. So concatenation is not possible. For example, if I remove this double quotes and if I give like this, then it perform addition. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Okay. If I give double quotes for both these numbers like this, then it perform concatenation. See here, 2 and 2 are concatenated. Then now these two values are strings because these two are in double quotes. Then it perform concatenation. The last one in the list, value error. A function is called on a value of the correct type, but when an inappropriate value, then we got this value error. Sound confusing, right? Don't worry, I'll explain with code. For example, I take a variable a is equal to int, and I want to convert this xyz into integer. This is foolish, right? Xyz is a string, so we can't convert xyz into integer. I print my a, and if I run this, we got this value error. Invalid literal for int with base 10. Okay, this is a simple example. I'll show you another example. For example, I take a variable a is equal to 1 and I take a list L1 is equal to empty list, and if I perform L1 dot remove, this is also foolish. L1 is empty, so we don't have any variable to remove. And if I give a here, then if I run this code, see here, this is a value error. List dot remove x is not in the list. These are some mostly encountered errors. We have to handle these exceptions. Why we have to handle exceptions? Because when exception occur, Python show the error and stop the execution. See here, for example, name error. I show you with name error is equal to 1 and I print b, and I forgot about this exception. By mistake I give this exception and I want to print my command line, that is code word, right? Code word. Okay, run this. See, it shows name error and you stop the execution. Python execute the code line by line. So first line a is equal to 1 and the value 1 is assigned to the variable a, and next second line it will print the value b. Python shocks there is no value b, right? So it throw the error, name error, and stop the execution. It don't come to third line to print code word. So we have to make our code like it shows the exception as well as it continue the execution of remaining code. So to handle exceptions, Python provides us this try statement, except statement, and finally statement. Let us discuss all of them one by one now. To handle exceptions and to call code when exception occurs, we can use this try and except statements. If an exception occurs, the code in the try block is stopped being executed and the code in except block is executed. See here, I'll show you the example. Then you are clear with this concept. One of the famous example. I take a number n1 and n2, and if I print n2 divided by n1, there's nothing wrong, right? The 0 is printed. If I print n1 divided by n2, then we got exception, that is 0 division error, division by 0. We cannot divide a number by 0. This gives infinity, which is undefined value. So Python throw a 0 division error. So we have to handle this exception. So try, and here I take same n1 is equal to 10 and n2 is equal to 0 and print n1 divided by n2. So here exception occurs. So to handle exception, we give except block 0 division error. I have to give colon here. And if you want to give any message or any string here, we can give like this. Print here we found some text, zero division error. So if I run this, see we got here we found zero division error. If an exception occurs, the code in the type block is stopped being executed and the code in the except block is executed. So here n1 divided by n2 exception occurs, so it come to except block and it print here we found zero division error. As usual, try and some exception. I give zero division error. I don't take any variable. Simply I give 7 divided by 0. Print done calculation except this is zero division error and print if I run this code. See here we found zero division error, but it don't print done calculation because when error occurred in type block, it stopped the execution in type block and it come to except block. So it don't print done calculation. And if I give like this, for example, 10 divided by 2, 5.0 is printed and done calculation is printed. There is no error in type block, so except block is not executed. We can define as many exception blocks as we want for the same code. Now we have cleared that this is zero division error. For example, if we are doubt that this is name error or zero division error, so except name error, and here print here we found name error, right? If I run this code, here we found zero division error. For example, I change this type block to the code which have name error. For example, here n1 is equal to 10, and if I print n2, there is no n2 here. If I run this, see here we found name error is printed. Based on the error in type block, Python will decide which exception have to execute. To show error, we use try and except block. And to continue execution of remaining code, we use this finally statement. I'll show that. Now I'll give finally block here. Finally, and I'll print this will execute. A simple text is given, and I make here 10 divided by 0. Run this. See here we found zero division error and this will execute also printed. If you have any code that have to execute, we have to put that code in finally block. Whatever happened in try block and except block, code in the finally block is executed. That's it for this video, friends. See you in next video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Comment your opinion on this video in the comment section below. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get notifications. Thank you for watching.